Sorry, y'all. Phone was acting stupid. Sorry, y'all. Phone was acting dumb dumb. What up, though? Good morning. Y'all know I'm not technically savvy, and the phone was acting stupid. My phone was tripping. What up, though? Doe, D-O-E. What up, though? What up? What up? What? It's coffee time, y'all. Look, coffee. Coffee in one hand, confidence in the other. What up, though? I'm surprised I could talk this morning, y'all, because y'all know I went to the dentist yesterday. If my face is a little swollen, y'all, right here, I had to finish my crown. They trying to run a Boston on the girl. They told me 975, and then when I got there yesterday, they told me 1330 because they said that the silver crown was 975 and the white was 1300. I said no. When I made the appointment, I specifically asked because I told y'all I did not want any silver in my mouth. I am a comedian and I keep my mouth open. It needs to be all white. So I got the temporary end. They had to take the mold from me because I had to go do the root canal process back in January, whenever I did that. Then the COVID hit, I couldn't get it finished, so now I'm finishing it. It didn't hurt so bad yesterday. I cannot stand the sound of that drill though. When I tell y'all I had my earbuds, because I got my little earbuds, my little Samsung earbuds. When I tell y'all I had these bitches shoved in my ear so far, I hate the sound of the drill. I fucking the pain is okay. I mean, I'm like I got to do it anyway. So you just got to muster through it. Y'all see I cut off all my hair like Tiffany. But bitch, when I tell you I can't stand the sound of that drill and knowing that that drill is in my mouth, that drives me ape shit crazy, y'all. I look very bright this morning. Let me turn this light down, son. Oh, I hate the drill sound. Oh, see, y'all know. No, it's like spooky, right? Like you like, oh, somebody drilling. What if this bitch sneezed while she drilling and cut my gums or sliced my tongue or something? I'm like, oh, I don't want to hear it. And then that smell, oh, the smell when they drilling, cutting that teeth, because you know teeth are bones. Baby, let me tell you something. I did what I had to do. I feel better. I'm not even in any pain. Last night I came home, I took an Ambien and two Tylenol, bitch, and I woke up this morning. I was drinking. Are you going to keep shaving your head? No, I just did it because my sister Tiffany shaved hers. And Han Common gave me a birthday party, and it was so nice. Oh, I wish y'all could have been there. It was so nice. Hey, Fort Worth, Texas. Oh, Texas, I'm praying for y'all down there. Y'all got an idiot governor, and I'm telling you, if you ever want to look up if they should have a picture of the word dumb and absolutely stupid in the dictionary. And you know who pictures should be sitting right there? Ron DeSantis. I just looked at this lying bastard on TV. He is such a liar. Oh my god! And I'm talking about caught in his lie. And poor Florida, he just threw y'all up under the bus. I bet y'all better go to the polls and get rid of him. I bet y'all better go and vote him out. I bet y'all better get him out of office because he's a complete liar and idiot. Honey, he might as well change his name to Trump because he the same like him. Shit. I said it. I look nice with that cut. Oh, he is a fool. Florida's governor is a complete fool. What's up, H Town? You can add George Kim. Baby. It's terrible. It's terrible. And then he just lying. See, I can't stand the liar. First of all, I can't stand the liar. Yeah, tell your husband send me a copy of his book, Rhonda. Tell him to send it to my P.O. box. It's on there. It's on my main page right here. How R was caught in a lie. Who is R? Baby, I can't stand no liar. Y'all gained some blue seats in Texas. Oh, somebody's smoking. LB, you out there smoking? Oh, why you don't take a walk and smoke? God, I don't know why she always wait till I get on live to sit right there and smoke. No, I can't stand that damn cigarette smoke. Hey, Shantown. Lightfoot been doing good. Y'all, let me tell you something. I always did like Miss Lori Lightfoot. I'm gonna tell you who I didn't like. I didn't like that Tony Preckwinkle. I'm glad she didn't win in Chicago. Or Chicago will really be fucked up. Cause she's an idiot. And Brian Kemp. What state is Brian Kemp the governor of? Yeah, I'm feeling good. Yeah, not no really no pain. I took my little pain pills. I took just some over the counter Tylenol, some extra strength Tylenol. I'm good. No infection, and they said my permanent crown, will be ready within 2 weeks because they had to take the molding. So I'll be back up under the needle again in the next 2 weeks. I just want to get it done and over with. Yeah. Oh, California crazy too. Y'all know we crazy down here too. It's all jacked up. It is completely jacked up. Paracet. No, I'm not taking all the Percocet. No. I'm not taking them drugs. I don't need that. I ain't in no pain like that. I don't need no drugs. That shit is addictive. I mean, that stuff is addictive. I'm trying not to cuss so much on YouTube because it messes with my commercials. But, child, when y'all know when I feel it, I feel it. That's me. This is who I am. We are getting another heat snap tomorrow. It's been 25 years since all those people died. I don't even know what you're talking about, Miss Just Val. They don't listen, mask it, and people just don't want to be told what to do. That's a big part of the problem. People just are defiant and don't want to be told what to do. So, in case of them not being told what to do, not only are they killing themselves, but they're killing other people. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. I tell you what. I tell y'all what. I just love you and my blue. Thank you. You know, wear my blue glasses until Joe Biden is president. Um, Did y'all see that Nick Cannon recanted? He didn't recant. He apologized. See, this is part of our problem. We don't own nothing, and I love the fact that Nick Cannon went in. He went hard. He said what he had to say. I wasn't in agreement with what he said. Let me make it very clear that I wasn't even in agreement with what he said because what Charlemagne said was very true. He should have been speaking to someone Jewish to make sure, or when you're speaking about Asians, you should speak to someone Asian about their culture. You should speak to like, or if you're talking about a Latino community, make sure you speak to somebody Latino. That's the problem with black folks. They always got somebody else speaking on our behalf. Allow one of us to speak for us, just like we allow one of them to speak for them. But Nick Cannon don't own nothing. He got plenty of money now, and that's part of our problem. We don't own anything. But then you get so big headed that because they give you 10, 12, 15 jobs, you still have to understand that you are playing in their sandbox, which means that you have to play by their rules. He don't want to go P. Diddy because P. Diddy going to try to control him. I said it. I said it. P. Diddy is going to try to control him. And if he don't do what P. Diddy do, all I'm going to say is Biggie and Tupac. I'm going to leave it at that. That's all I'm going to say. Hmm. Y'all take that how y'all want to. Y'all take that how y'all want to. Baby. Tyler Perry owns his own. Exactly. So all these comedians some I won't wear a dress. I won't wear a dress. Tyler Perry has $1 billion company, and none of him playing the actual man in his movies bought him that company. That nigga putting the dress on bought him that company. Thank you, Lady Medea, cause Medea bought that company. Cause baby, Medea bought that company. I will keep a dress on in order to make my change, baby. A B C D E. You got your internet working today? Cause I got a subject for you when we get to Instagram. Did y'all see the I posted it on my page. So the story has come out about the young lady in Dallas, Mercy Mack or what Marcy Mack, whatever her name is. I know I'm saying it wrong. That she was trying to expose the young man, the 20-year-old guy. He shot her 10 times. 10 times is is a rage. A hate crime is one driving past, shooting you one time, maybe 2 times. He shot her 10 times. She was about to expose him. We've had this conversation many times before. My sisters be upset with me because I see it for what it is. Young bitches, y'all got to stop running y'all mouth. Y'all not gonna stop having a trade. When you young, that's what you do. You have the trade. But y'all who don't know what trade is when a boy who on the down low, he's straight or he presents himself as straight or he is straight, but he mess around with the trans community or the gay kids. But he don't want nobody to know. You cannot play the game and then tell a game. Because when you tell the game, See, when back in my youth, we did that. You got your butt whooped, but we didn't have social media. We didn't have the way for people to get it out. Baby, when I'm sorry, no flame. You don't need to call out the shooter. The trade on, baby, Damo Trent. You keep wanting to blame the shooter. Yes, the shooter should not be killing people. What part did the queen play though? See, a lot of these queens are being killed because they're running their mouth. You have to understand that you cannot play this game and then tell this game. Old queens like myself know that. I'm not giving him a pass. I'm being honest. That's what the problem is. We don't want to be truthful about the situation. When you kiss it, you have to understand that you put yourself in a vicarious situation. Understand that when you play that deadly game, sometimes that deadly game boomerangs right back to you. You destroy people's livelihood, their families, you take away their endorsements, you take away their jobs because people don't understand that. But when you understand that, when you open that can of worms, be careful what you open up because the worm might come out and bite you. So I'm not defending him, but I'm not going to uphold her either. May she rest in peace. And I'm sorry she got killed. And I'm sorry these girls are being murdered. But all these girls that's in there and doing that thinking you're going to get to come up by exposing somebody, you're not going to get to come up. You're going to get to put down. You're not going to get to come up. You're going to get to put down. You got to understand that you play a position in this. You play a part in this. And I hate to say that because it's very scary. But baby, know that you can't catch feelings for a trick. That nigga is just a play toy. He got a wife, he got a family, he don't want to disturb none of that. And when you talk about, oh, I'm in love with him, I'm gonna tell your girl, understand, you have opened a whole nother arena that you don't want to play with. You don't want to play with that arena. So if you don't want to have the trade because you think you're gonna fall for him, then don't have the trade. That I'm telling my sisters, don't have the boys. The gay boys don't want the trannies. Let's be very clear. Gay boys don't mess around with the trans girls at all. They love to kiki or live vicariously through the trans girls, but they don't want to sleep with them. The so-called DL straight boys want to do that, but they don't want nobody to know. So it's a very catch 22. But it's the choice is the queen's choice. Am I gonna play or am I not gonna play? And if I'm going to play, am I gonna shut my damn mouth? Baby, it's jacked up. It's jacked up. Back to Nick Cannon. Let me tell y'all something. I ain't mad at Nick Cannon for apologizing. I'm not because Nick Cannon realizes that he is young and he's going to have a very long future in entertainment. I do not fault him for apology. I would have too. If I knew it was messing with my money and I knew I was young and I had a long career ahead of me, and Nick Cannon was going to have a very bright future, I would have kept my. I'm so sorry. I made a mistake. I overstepped my bounds. I overspoke. Whatever it takes to make me say, "Hey, I'm not worried about what the world thinks about me. I'm just gonna speak my piece and keep it moving. I don't agree with everything Farrakhan says. I eat the meat and spit out the bone. I don't agree with everything Farrakhan says either, but I like Louis Farrakhan. Louis Farrakhan beyond it, but Louis Farrakhan has spit out so much hate that it's hard to get the truth because he has spit out so much hate for so many years, especially against the Jewish community. Let me tell you something. You can't keep doing one thing, 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 and then you decide to switch up. Because people only gonna remember that one thing that you always stood on. So when you do come with something new, people gonna look at you sideways. Nick Cannon, hats off to you. Kudos to you, player. Because I would have kept my job too. I would have. Now he needs to start working on buying his own because you see Byron Allen tried to buy his own stuff. They shut it down. The problem with us is that we want to keep on saying we're gonna do this. We are playing in those people's sandbox. Y'all know I'll never be in agreement with Steve Harvey, but when Steve Harvey told Monique, "Baby, we working in their world. We are working in their world. We are working in their world." When you're working in their world, they will allow you play in every sandbox they got, but they still have rules when you playing in their sandbox. You ever see the old job application say works well with others? Baby, when you don't work well with others, they shut you down. They shut you down. Nick Cannon forgot that he was working playing in somebody else's sandbox. They reminded his ass. They reminded him, yeah, look at here, player. Say what you want to. This our shit. What has he said that was hateful? It wasn't about what he said. He was out of pocket because he was on their platform. He still works for them. He don't work for Nick. He works for them. Well, if you're gonna hold all Muslims accountable, cause three Muslims killed Malcolm X, something is wrong with you. Because guess what? You can't be mad at somebody that you have never even met, you don't even know, and you can't hold a whole community accountable for what three people did. So if they had him murdered, that was them three people or whoever instituted that. That don't mean you got to hate all Muslims. That's very shallow. That's kind of shallow, baby. I'm just saying. Yes, it's best we have our own. Yes, Nick has a good team. Nick has a good team. They cleaned it up, and he cleaned it up immediately. He didn't wait 3 weeks. If you ain't learned nothing from Isaiah Washington and Columbus Short and all these other people who done lost their job for overspeak and just not coming on back and say, you know what, man up, think about your family, think about your future, and say, what? I'm sorry, I overspoke myself. I made a mistake. I did not mean to say anything hurtful. Cause y'all know I'm gonna have to apologize once we go global. Y'all know I'm gonna have to apologize one day. Cause you know my ignorant ass gonna say something out of pocket. That's why I'm giving them a pass. Cause I know one day I'm gonna be right at this crossroads like, damn Flame, you shouldn't have said that. Yeah, Rich T, you say what you want to. I understand exactly what you're saying, but understand that Nick Cannon has a family. He has children that he is responsible for. He also has a way of life and a living that he has. You always want to throw the race card in. Let me tell you something. Whether it was racist or not, and he could have been black or another color, when you want to continue your career, because when I tell you that the Jews and the gays run Hollywood, period. The Jews and the gays run Hollywood. So understand that when you play in a sandbox, you got to play by their rules or they will shut you down. Nick was trying to impress Professor Griff during that interview. Griff World exactly. Boom, bounce destiny. There you go, sister. Nick was trying to impress Professor Griff during that interview. Griff's world and Nick's world is not the same. There you go, right there. You got to know what arena you in and who you're talking to. Because I can go on the Oprah Winfrey show right now and she got the long money and the long reach power and go in there and say something ignorant and I'm going to get shut down and Oprah going to be just fine. Understand, you got to know what position you play. The world is the stage and everybody plays a part. Nick went out of his character to play another part and they put him right back into his character. He remembered who he was and he went back to his space. That's what the world is. The world is a stage and everybody plays a part. When you don't play your role right, you can be easily replaced, especially when your skin color is this color. I said it. Fight me. Yeah, cause Nick had two offers from Diddy and Oprah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. We're gonna take it to Instagram Live. We're gonna talk about it this morning. Ask Ayana. She begged Oprah like a dog. No, she didn't. To me, if you ever looked at that interview for real, Ayana didn't even own up to what she really did. Because what Ayana really thought she was going to do was become the next Oprah. Understand that Oprah gave her, which she had never done for anyone, her entire stage. Oprah left her stage. That was the Oprah show to go sit in the audience to let Ayana have the floor. The white folks called Ayana and said, hey, we're going to give you a show. Let me show you what Oprah did. Ayana went thinking she was about to sock it to Oprah. Oh, I'm going to let her have it. Woo, woo, woo. Went and did that show one time. Oprah picked up the phone and said, hey, Barbara, Babs. Because you know their girlfriends, Barbara Walters and Oprah Winfrey. Hey, Babs, pull the plug on that right now. Shut that down. It was completely shut down. Ayana went somewhere, thought about who she was for about a year or so, put her tail between her legs, and came back to apologize to Oprah. What and still was like, I didn't realize, beloved, I didn't know what I was doing. You knew exactly what you was doing. You knew exactly what you was doing, but Oprah was the bigger person because Oprah said, yeah, I'm going to take your apology and you still going to make money on my network for me. You going to make me some money. You going to make back my money. That's your apology. Baby, that's power. Understand that power is way more important than money sometimes. I said it. I said it one season only. Baby, Miss Oprah picked up the phone and made that call. I know she crossed Oprah, but Oprah crossed her back, crossed her out, put her down. She got broke. She came back. Oprah put on TV, say, "Yep, I'm gonna take your apology, but you gonna make me some money for the shit that you pulled." Oh, Miss Oprah ain't no joke, baby. I love me some Big Oprah got that reach. She had reach. Y'all gotta have that reach. It's that reach. Ain't always about the money. It's that reach. I saw Mary Trump. I'm waiting on the book, baby. Monique needs to take note. No, Monique doing her thing. She just right there. She tucked her tail between her legs. Yes, she did. She pulled her tail between her legs and she came on back. And now she back on track. She back on. See, and sometimes it's okay to apologize. And sometimes you have to swallow your pride. And I hate to say this. I'm gonna regret saying this. Y'all remind me. I said this one day. That sometimes you have to swallow your pride to think about that you working. You know, because when you are a business, not only are you making money for yourself, but you other people are making money through you and with you and for you. So you have employees, you have a family, you might be taking care of your mother. You have to think about all of those people that you are taking care of. So when you get hot in the head and want to shut it down, you are responsible for a lot of other people. Like Kevin Hart, when Kevin Hart said that too. I'm responsible for a lot of other people. So if I shut me down, I shut everybody down. You have to stop being selfish and be selfless to think about the big picture. For real. Pride is a hard thing to swallow after five. And I had to learn that the hard way. But baby, I'm at a point now where I'm like, I'm 55 years old. You know, I don't know how much longer. I'm on the other side of 100, on the plus side of 100. So all I could think about is, I got to make a future for my children. I got to be able to take care of my children, and I would like to be able to take care of my children and my grandchildren, even when I'm not here. You never heard the teacher when you was in school say that the pen is mightier than a sword? You better understand that I never understood that statement till I got grown and started working for myself. The pen is mightier than a sword, cause baby, you can have all the weapons you want, and somebody can pick up a phone and say, "Baby, guess what? Pull it." You don't believe me? Ask Deborah Lee. Deborah Lee pulled Monique's show. Monique went on stage and blasted Deborah Lee, who used to be the president of BET, and did all this and said it was her alter ego. Deborah Lee pulled the plug on the show, put all the employee stuff in crates and gurneys and carts and stuff, and set it out on the parking lot. Understand that when Monique and all them employees showed up to work, they couldn't even come in the building. They was able to go to the lot and pick through and get their personal things, and they were never allowed back in the building. Baby, when I tell you that power is dangerous and wonderful at the same time, that's why I stays with my powerful sister. Because Tiffany is building that power, and I'm staying with that power. I know whose side to stay on, the justice. You will never hear me cross Tiffany. You will never hear me say a crossword against Tiffany Haddish. Not this one. And won't that you said in my presence. Because if I don't freestyle on you, I'll knock the shit out of you. Always will your podcast allow you to speak freely? It will, but understand that I'm still working for iHeart. I don't own nothing but this mouth. So I will still be working for somebody else, which means that I am playing in their sandbox. I have to be very cautious and walk that line not to disturb, to ripple the waters. And I'm going to be very good. I'm not going to ripple the water. I will say some outlandish shit, but I won't throw anybody up under the bus that's in a racist way. And yeah, and y'all know I use racist terms. I say Yang for the Asians. I say white folk. This is just how I talk. But when I'm on a global stage, I have to understand, just like the line in Spider-Man, with great power comes great responsibility. I got to be a responsible punk. For real. Okay, y'all, we almost at our number. We going over to Instagram Live. If you are not following me on Instagram, you need to follow me. My Instagram name is Monroe Flame. My name backwards. Did y'all see the video I put up when I was shaking up the club when I was doing the drink show? Turn down for what? Do. Hey, did y'all see me say turn? And my neon, I had on my neon hair, my neon dress. I also had a waistline. The waistline has left. Cheryl Underwood owns her own. And this is all I'm saying. We have to own it in order to do what we want to do. You have to own it. Black folks, we got to start doing ownership. Tiffany is my baby sister. and adores her Flame Monroe. She loves her Flame Monroe. And Common is a man. Understand me when I say Common is just a man in every sense of the word. Child, don't sit here and argue with nobody. Y'all know and that's what you have to remember. I'm a comedian. I'm gonna always, if even if we go on a serious topic, I'm gonna always remember to bring it back around to the funny. I'm gonna hey, my George Raunchy, thank you, George. I'm gonna always bring it around to the. Yes, I did say a responsible punk. That's what I see. That's what I see about me. And I can say that because remember, I'm part of the black community, I'm part of the straight community, and I'm part of the LGBT community. And my grandmother was Indian, and my great grandfather was white. So, baby, I'm encompassing all of it. I take it all in. I'm sure I got a little Mexican up in me, a little Asian, all of it. Yeah, everything. Old mixture over here. Okay, so we going to my Pettigrew. I'm with you. This COVID and my shape, but I haven't been able to eat for 12 hours. I did eat this morning. Okay, y'all, we going to Instagram. Come over to Instagram. We gonna talk live one on one. I asked three things. Please come, be ready. Have your internet up and running, and please type in capital letters so I can see. Cause y'all know, you know, we can get a little older. Eyes ain't what they used to be. See, if I take my glass off, all this look like ants to me. Y'all. But I want y'all to see Ron DeSantis. That nigga on TV just lying. Oh my God, Florida. Y'all better get rid of that fool. Y'all better get rid of that fool. Y'all better get rid of that fool. Y'all better get just like we better get rid of our fool. The whole country better get rid of this fool. He taking pictures with beans. We in the middle of a pandemic, and he taking pictures with Goya beans. Him and his dumb ass, the daughter that he want to sleep with. If he ain't did it, I wouldn't put it past. If you had a gay experience, can you say something about LG? What? Child. Sometimes Cheryl plays the butt of the jokes too much. Cheryl making her money. Y'all can say what you want to about Cheryl Underwood. Cheryl Underwood making her paper and got plenty employees working for her. And this is what I'm talking about. She has plenty, so she knows. I know when to walk the line, and I'm working. I got other people's families are depending on me. Nick has plenty of employees. Nick Cannon has plenty of employees. He knows that people are relying on him. Good job, Nick Cannon. Let's go to Instagram and talk about it, y'all. Thank you for the 639 viewers right now. Thank you for the 134 likes. Thank you for the 499. Let's go to Instagram Live and talk about it one on one. Bring it on in. I see y'all there.